conditioning level is starting to get there, and like I said, what makes it tough for him is he wasn't able to prepare or train like he normally has in the past, and when you take that much time off as you get older, you start to feel the little injuries or little nicks and knacks a little bit sooner than what you normally would. So, we want to make sure that he has the right amount of time to get back into playing shape and the playing shape in his mind and where he should be and where we think he should be also.
Right.
But his leadership's always there. He's a guy that can knock down the open shot, which is what he's going to have to do when you got Andrew Bynum, Pau Gasol, and Kobe Bryant around you. You're going to get some opportunities. And then just run the offense, not necessarily create for anybody, because those three guys will create for others off of post double teams or off of ISO double teams, And every once in a while, when you do get a screen, a pin down or something like that, come off hard, square your feet up, and knock down a shot if you're open.
Given the hand that he was facing, in your view, did he come in, greater than what you're expecting, or?
Oh no! He's always been a professional in terms of getting his body right, his mind right for the season. So I don't think it's been any different. When he gets an opportunity, he'll go out and he'll do what he needs to do to have this team reach success. And defensively, I don't need him to be up and pressuring the ball, and nobody can guard Tony Parker one-on-one. Nobody can guard Chris Paul one-on-one, and Darren Williams and Derrick Rose. So, the way I look at it is 5 guys guard the basketball, and everybody's on a string. And if we have that understanding and we're able to do that, then Fish should be fine. He's got one job when he's on the ball, is just keep it out the middle of the floor.
When you look at, you talked a little about the small forwards and why Ron fits better with the bench, perhaps, and maybe Matt. When you look at your point guards, how do you see those combinations working? Because Steve and Derek seem to have some different skill sets and stuff like that in terms of how you're going to use them.
Right. Both they do have different skill sets, but the one thing that will be different between the two is I will demand more from Steve in terms of getting up and working the ball or pressuring the ball defensively. Other than that, their job's going to be the same. Steve needs to knock down open shots. We're not going to call many plays, if any at all, for Steve, just like we won't call many or plays at all for Fish. They just need to run the offense. They need to knock down open shots when that ball gets swung to them. And then they need to be solid position defenders. But Blake, and with the way he defends and all that, and his activity, he can get up and push up into that ball a little bit more.
So you feel like they're fairly interchangeable in terms of the guys you're going to pair them with on the floor?
Yes, I do. I think just as easily as I start Fish, Blake can step in there too if need be.
Andrew had just indicated to us that he feels healthy enough and comfortable enough to maybe assume even heavier minutes if he's given that. Just what you've seen, is there any set that you have in mind once he comes back from that suspension that you'd be comfortable with?
No, Andrew, he's going to play an important role. There's a chance I may be, I usually rotate 3 bigs. I've done that in the past, and I'm thinking about doing it now. And if I do rotate 3 bigs, Andrew may be the guy that I come back with the second unit. So he's a guy that, to me, that has shown that he can take on a little bit more responsibility, and sometimes when you have a guy like that that's able to play with the second unit, then it causes problems with other teams' second units, because you got a starter in the mix where they have a lot of backups, and now you got a starter that's 7-1 and that's extremely skilled and that can help defensively. So. Good things could come into play having Andrew play, obviously, with the starters, and then coming back for a few minutes with that second group.
Is there any minute range you have in mind with that?
Yeah, last time I did my minute sheet, which was about 3 days ago, messing around, I had them right around the 34-minute mark, and so that is subject to change, but that's where I have him sitting right now.
How much of that number is figured based on his health and his history and things like that?
As time goes on, as I get to know him better and and Gary talks to me, we will base it more and more on his health. Right now, from my understanding, he's good to go. Nobody has told me, hey, he can only play this amount of time, or he can only be on the floor for this long in terms of stretches, and then you got to take him out. Nobody said anything like that to me, so I'm just going to play him however I feel that he should play.